So, been waiting long enough, right? I just realized the other day my microphone was a little bit too high. So hopefully, no, not my microphone. The music from the game was too high. I realized when I tried to edit it. Yeah, I'm sad about that. But hey, good news! Look at that! Look at this! Hold on. Look at this! I have set up a different layout for the chat. I decided that the other one was a little bit too, taking too much space. I think this is much, much better. There's less chat to see, but it won't be crowding the whole screen. So today we're continuing with our lovely, lovely Love Month special. I know, I should have done a little bit more than just our default thing, but look at this. Now we can yell, yay! I need to do more animations for this, but hey! That goes for the laundry list. Right now, what we have to do is continuing the game, and we're gonna start with a beautiful session of the Ratchelor. First of all, let me move myself so I'm not in the way. And today, we're embarking in this new session. Let me just the volume a little bit. I've come to understand now where the volume has to be. It has to be around there, just to make sure that I'm not taking over all. There, just to make sure that I'm not taking over all, and that it's not taking all my time away. That will be embarking. You are the Ratchelor, a single rat looking for love. Yesterday we went for this dancey fellow. Today we're gonna go for this relaxed one. And unlike the last time, this time our suitors are going to be different ones. I'll make sure not to choose the same ones, but the choice will still be random. Random number generator, please help us out. Our first contestant. No, hold on, we already had him. Our first contestant. A hottie with a body, hottie thespial. Every rose has its thorns. Next contestant. He is spicy, he is slim, he is Jim. Put a little sparkle in your life with him. Next contestant is a little bit of a fidgety person, but perhaps you might be the one who will be there to make him calm. Emax! He is complicated. Will you be able to simplify him? Okay, no, that's not a good one. Next one is gonna be a real rat. Definitely a real rat. For our next contestant, we have Hyberdine. And Hamilton. And finally, last but not least, Largathon. Let's start with a chit chat. Hyberdine. Oh wow. Hey, why are you talking to me? I'm Emax, if that matter. I like to do my own thing. Thanks for sharing. I'm looking good today. Wow, you're so different. Get out of my way! I'm not here to make friends! Oh, it's you, sorry. I thought you were one of the... Actually, no, I stand by my words. I'm not here to make friends, so please get out of my way. Wow, you're so different. No big deal, but did you know I actually starred in your favorite movie? Yeah, that was me. I looked different at the time, though. They did my makeup. Wow. And finally, I mean, I think all things are nice. My best friend is Ladybug, and I always bring him raspberries from the store. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, you gotta watch out in situations like that. Can't just expect everything to go how you want it. Make sure to keep your eye on what's good. And always make sure to have at least 3 different plans before anything happens to me.
I like him. He is reliable.
It won't be difficult to make this choice today.
Larger than? You get the first rose. But out of the rest of you, who will be the Ratchelor? Oh, no, wait. I am the Ratchelor. Yeah. Sorry about that. I like to do this because it's kind of like a warm-up for the next game, which I'm still on the fence about. I have several here. I think that's the real game choice. Okay, I'll figure it out in just a moment. But right now we have to choose who we're staying with. There's Emacs, Slim Jim, Hottie Thespiel. Hottie Thespiel was difficult, but maybe we want a little bit of drama with us. A Real Rat wasn't my favorite movie. Yes, that favorite movie with that actor, that was them. Having someone famous is always interesting. Templeton seems like a nice, relaxed, laid-back fellow. Let's have him. And finally, we have Slim Jim, Emacs, Haverty. Slim Jim, for some reason, the music went out while I chose him. While we were talking. I want to know what's that about. Maybe it's a horror thing. Let's continue finding love. If you want my respect, you need to earn it. My whole life I've had to make do by myself, and I work for what I've got, and every time I've needed help, people let me down. Oh wow, you're so different. Oh wow, you kind of suck.
Always remember to bring a map with you when you leave home. Wouldn't want to get lost or get into an unexpected situation. Doesn't even have to be your map. Just make sure it's the right location.
Oh, thanks for sharing. You wanted to learn more about my work? Yes. I sometimes host Saturday Night Live and also Wheel of Fortune. And Dancing with the Stars. Ever seen Avengers by Marvel? I was the Avenger. Oh. Wow.
I've worked at the grocers for a while. I like seeing all the regulars and helping them get their favorite berries. Jared always asks for my cheese recommendations since I know a lot about what's in stock.
I'm so glad you're here. Wow, the sparkle in your eye is almost as brilliant as the sparkle in mine. Maybe if we stare into each other's eyes for long enough, they'll reflect into a supernova. Wow, I value you. So who gets a rose? Maybe Hottie Thespiel is bringing a little bit too much drama into everything. Is drama sufficient to carry on a relationship? A Real Rat. You seem to be all over the place. And I mean that generally. Are you seriously as famous as you claim? Largethan, you are reliable indeed. Sometimes you can be a little bit too secure. Is maybe this just a way to protect yourself from being hurt? Are you willing to risk it all? Or would you rather stay in your comfort zone? Slim Jim, your eyes are like oceans. Your mouth is also like an ocean, moist. I wonder if I'll be able to swim that moist, vast piece of water, I think. In Hempleton, you seem fuzzy, comfortable, and laid back. But what will happen when drama arrives? Choice is difficult. The following people will pass to the next step. Templeton. Largethan. Hottie Thespiel. Slim Jim.
One time, Roger Dodger and I were wandering around the East Sewer Pipeline, ran into a bunch of feral cats. Had to be there for a job, but we left when we saw them. Not worth risking a life over. Never trusted our boss again after that, so I quit and did a few stints as a souffle chef.
Care for some juice?
When I was a kid, me and all my siblings used to jump the fence into our neighbor's garden before she got home each day. She won biggest cucumber at the county fair. We were so proud.
Oh, I value you. So cozy.
I feel like I tell you so much and all you ever do is reply to me, but I don't know a single thing about you. What is even your name? What makes your heart beat in the morning? Why do you think you deserve me or anyone else in this show? Sounds like me, you just got lucky and now everyone's swooning over you, but you're just like the rest of them.
Wow, you're so different. Holy shit, you really don't give a shit about us. I picked this rose. I grew it myself in my... I forgot his voice.
I picked this rose for you. I grew it myself in my single rose garden and burned its leaves and dyed its petals a perfect luxurious red so I could give it to you, because we both deserve nothing less than perfection.
I value you. Now, who gets a rose? This time we got 3. Slim Jim. You're right. Everyone deserves perfection, but not everyone is perfect. Will you be able to accept me without my imperfections? With my imperfections? Hamilton. You're nice and cozy, and I know that I can lean on you if needed. But perhaps that is too cozy. Haughty Thespial. To be honest, I brought you over because we all need a little bit of drama in our lives, especially in a show like this. But perhaps too much drama can be an issue. Finally, Largethan. Playing it safe is good, and it's good that you have your priorities straight. But I wonder if you will take the next step when we need it. Only 3 will pass to the next round. And out of these 4, the following will get a rose. Slim Jim. Hamilton. Come forward. Haughty Thespial.
I was making a fruit salad the other day, and I found the loveliest strawberry. It had a flower attached to it, and it smelled so sweet. It reminded me of you, actually. I brought it for you. Here it is.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Together we could truly rule the galaxy. Your brain and my good looks, and your good look truly appear to behold.
Oh, wow.
I saw you talking to every single rat in this rat cage, and now you go making eyes at me? Ask for your last rose. If I asked you for your last rose, would you even give it to me? Or would you throw it at any of your other rats? Mind you, I'm not asking for anything from you, but you need to think this decision, or maybe I'll just walk off myself.
I'm so sorry to hear that. It's getting tougher and tougher. Hamilton, you're sweet, and you're really making a good case for yourself. But sometimes we need a little bit of spice in our life. Can you provide that spice? On the other hand, Slim Jim, you have your personal feelings properly set. You value yourself. You know what you're worth, and you consider me worth it. But are we perhaps putting too much into something that is not meant to be? And finally, Haughty Thespial, you know who you are, where you stand, and what you want from life. You will not take a no for an answer if you want it to be something done. But sometimes you can be a little bit too forward. If we got together, will that forwardness help us move on? Or will it just be hurting? Only 2 roses left. Hamilton. The next rose This is not easy. Howdy, Thespiel. Slim Jim, thank you very much for coming. But you are too perfect for me. Let's chit-chat!
I brought you some more raspberries and strawberries. I know the catering here is great, but I think there's nothing better than a sweet small berry.
I appreciate your sharing.
Look, I'm sorry if I've been abrasive. Every breast has a thorn. I think you're sweet, but that doesn't mean anything. It's a rat eat rat world out there, and I don't like biting, but I don't want to get bit.
You've been through so much. Howdy, Thespiel. I now understand what makes you tick. You've been through a lot. It's been a hard world out there for you, and the reason why you're so abrasive is because it's scary out there, and I know how it is. Putting yourself out there is so difficult, and I appreciate all the effort you're doing coming to this show. But I just wonder, is it maybe too much confrontation? Will you be able to set aside your barriers in order to engage in love? Templeton, you're so sweet. And you're right. Berries are the best. Your love for greenery is remarkable. And you are indeed a great provider. Sometimes I wonder if that will be enough to keep the relationship pushing. It might not be challenging. Maybe challenge is what we need a little bit of. I've thought this long and hard. And out of the two of you, I'll choose you. Howdy, Thespiel.
I have to say this part, starting off on the wrong foot. You're deeply okay. I don't dislike you one bit. In fact, I think maybe I can try this love thing one last time. I love you.
Highness Laura takes a well-deserved bath. Slim Jim starts in Stuart Little 5 and achieves fame. Emacs and Excel bring out the best in each other. Oh. Jirio and Reggie231 heal their hearts. Hybridine and Manila share tender moments, and Hamilton and Lartice travel the world together. Oh. That was so nice. Also, did we actually have this one? Okay. That was it for the Ratchelor. Next time... Oh, shoot. Hold on one second. I just realized we have those test messages. Let's clear them all. And also... But yeah, the reason why it took so long is because I was doing a little bit of house cleaning. Sorry about that. Let's go with General. I don't know. That would be for me anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yes, that's it for the Ratchelor. Now for the next game, I have between several, and I'll be making my choice in just a moment. I have big plans for this channel. Okay. And I'll tell you about that in just a moment. I'll be right back. The next game we're playing is going to be Halloween Scrooge. Let me do that again. Next game we're playing is called Halloween Scrooge. Is by Vanad. And it's a game about spirits of Halloween. Let's get started. I'm Gris. Hold on. There we go. Gris.
Hi.
Great name, Gris. Thank you. October 30. It's almost evening by the time the movers finish getting everything off the truck and into my new home. Sure, I've got no family or friends here, but it's a fresh start and a new job. All that matters is that after an exhausting afternoon and an expensive moving bill, I'm here in Ravenville, ready to start my new life. Is it expecting too much to think I might even find someone special in this city? Maybe I should set my expectations low for now. I stand in the driveway as a truck pulls away and taking the side of my new neighborhood while there's still sunlight. The street is almost completely silent. The only sounds to be heard are the occasional call of a solitary raven and the rustle of wind in the treetops. The leaves have already changed colors, their autumn reds and their golds blending into the sunset sky. How is my voice sounding? Let me just check real quick. Testing voice. Testing voice. Okay. Everything seems to be in order. Alright. I've been here to view the house, of course. But that was months ago. I hadn't realized at the time how passionate my soon-to-be neighbors were about holidays. Or Halloween, at least. Jack-o'-lanterns, witch statues and fake cobwebs adorn almost every lawn and roof. The neighbors next door have a massive plastic skeleton towering over their house. One arm raised, as if to wave hello. Makes my house look pretty plain in comparison, but I don't really feel like getting into the spirit of it all. Standing here, looking at its elaborate displays of obsession towards this holiday, I'm beginning to realize that Halloween just isn't for someone like me. It's for my friends, posting their couples' costumes and their children's costumes as they experience a holiday for the first time. Why do the rest of us need to play along? A cold breeze chills me and I snap out of my spiraling self-pity. Right, I've got my own place and a new job lined up. What am I even complaining about? I head inside, pausing for a second in the doorway. The lingering doubt is nagging at me. Maybe I should still make a trip to the store and get candy and decorations for tomorrow. At the very least, it would make a good impression on my neighbors. Nah, screw peer pressure. I'm just gonna skip Halloween this year. Lights off, no decoration, no candy. I've just only moved 99 away. Give me a break. I would at least buy candy. Like, come on. I'm not in a place where Halloween is celebrated commonly, but it feels mean to tell kids to go the fuck away because I don't have anything to give them. It's harder than I expected to fall asleep in a new place. I toss and turn uncomfortably on the couch, trying to ignore the dark and unfamiliar shadows around me. Finally, I managed to drift into an uneasy slumber. Only to wake up with a start at the sound of a knock at the door. I look at my phone and tell me it's just past midnight. Ugh. What could be so important at this hour? Well, it is Devil's Night. Might just be some troublesome kids trying to prank their new neighbor. I wouldn't be surprised if they already at my house too. Knocking grows a little bit more impatient, ruling out any chance of this just being kids playing ding dong ditch. What should I do? I don't look like a horror movie protagonist. I'm not opening that door. Is it really okay to let them keep knocking? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother to look. Whoever it is can come back tomorrow. It's far too late for me to do whatever they want. I'm sure it's fine. Just as I'm about to close my eyes, an unusually clad figure materializes in front of me, seemingly out of thin air. I sit up with a start. Strangely, it isn't fear that paralyzes me, but more like shock. All my senses are firing at once, and all I can do is stare at him. When he appeared, it seemed like the temperature dropped a few degrees in the room, and yet it radiates a strange warmth. Maybe the scent of pumpkin and cinnamon that accompanies him. Maybe my exhaustion is making me hallucinate. What? How long were you going to keep me waiting out there? Forever. I don't remember inviting you in. How do you get in my house? Who even are you? What does it look like? I'm Jack, the ghost of Halloween history. You know what? I'm familiar with A Christmas Carol, but that holiday fable where a stingy old man is visited by 3 ghosts on Christmas Eve. But I'm neither an old man, nor is it Christmas, and I suppose this isn't the time to get pedantic, isn't it? None of this answers the question of how he appeared in front of me. Never mind that. How did you get in here? Did you even hear me? I said I'm a ghost. Do you need a second demonstration or something? Lovely. I got an angry ghost in my living room now. I simply looked for myself, and out of the corner of my eye I spotted lodged between the couch cushions. But why are you getting mad at me? You're the one who barged in here in the middle of the night. Do you know how scary it is for some random dude to poof into my house at midnight claiming to be a ghost? Jack sighs and begrudgingly admits my point, I think. You're right. I apologize, Gris. I didn't mean to get angry at you. It's been a lengthy night for me. How does he know my name? Is he a stalker or something? Great. Now, can you please leave? I'm gonna call the cops. His frown deepens and he stares at me like I'm some misbehaving child who's getting on his nerves. You don't believe me, do you? It's only logical. I'm sure my grogginess had me imagining things when I saw him fade in here. There's no way what I witnessed was real. Listen, I don't believe in ghosts. I don't know what you want, but you can't just come inside someone's house if they didn't answer the door. I mentally assess my exit routes in case I need to escape. Then look again, carefully. Sure enough, he vanishes, becoming gradually translucent before disappearing entirely, then reappears about 10 seconds later. Do you believe me now? He smiles, and it's more reassuring than the angry scowl he's worn so far. Still, he is an intruder, even if he's a handsome one. I mean, I guess I don't have a choice. But I just moved here. Are you sure you don't have the wrong person? I'm here for you, Chris, because you started to dislike Halloween. You were just planning to turn off your lights and skip this year, weren't you? That's all? What do you mean that's all? I mean, I'm sure there's thousands of people feeling disenfranchised with Halloween each year. I've never heard of anyone getting a personal visit from a ghost because of it. Jack sighs. Look, I don't get to choose who I visit. The list of names is given to me. You'll be visited by 3 ghosts tonight, myself and 2 others. I guess it explains why you already seem to know who I am. I was giving a lot of information about you, yes. So you know that I'm also single. So? This isn't a dating game. Actually, yes, it is. Oh, too bad. What's with a paper crown anyway? As I said, I'm the spirit of Halloween history. My role is to protect the memories of children that children make of Halloween. Children call me the king of pumpkins. The Let me try that again. As I said, I'm the spirit of Halloween history. My role is to protect the memories that children make of Halloween. Children call me the king of pumpkins. The crown became a symbol. What does that have to do with me? I'm not a child. You asked far too many questions. You asked far too many questions. Fine, let's get on with it then. Good, let's get going. I don't have all night. Wait, but I'm in my pajamas. Relax, you'll be in spirit form. No one will see you anyway. Before I have a chance to protest, my surroundings fade to black. Next thing I know, we're standing in the middle of a classroom full of noisy children, no older than 4 or 5. Most of them are seated in tiny chairs around tables covered in juice boxes and snack-laden paper plates. The assortment of chips, gummies, and Halloween-themed candy they're eating makes me nostalgic for this little school parties we'd hold to celebrate upcoming holidays. I feel out of place and self-conscious, but the kids don't seem to notice us. Jack did say we'll be invisible. I should just trust him on this.
Recognize this place?
Am I supposed to?
You don't remember your kindergarten class? I guess you're older than you look.
I ignore his light-hearted teasing and glance around the small room at the costume children. Almost all the kids are dressed up in the usual assortment of popular costumes. Princesses, cowboys, pirates. My gaze wanders to the children playing near the carpet, and I spot a more unusual getup that immediately makes me smile. Now that you mention it, that's my kid self over there, beside besides the story corner easel. And the one wrestle get drink cup. Love it, yes, that's exactly what I would use if I could. Jack moves aside, looking in the direction that I pointed. Back to a pair of kids in the back of the classroom. One is dressed in a comically large drink cup. Yeah, that was me alright. I know it even without seeing my face, right? It's a wonder that I could see through those custom eye holes.
Can't say I've ever seen a costume like that for children. It looks professional quality, like a mascot or something.
My grandma made it for me. She used to be a costume designer for theater.
And you took advantage of that to great effect, clearly. That's cute.
You're actually pretty friendly. Maybe I misjudged you.
I'm sorry you had a poor impression of me. I'm sorry you had a poor first impression of me, Gris. I could have been more patient in introducing myself in my role. It's been a long night, and I've had a lot of combative and historical cases today. You've been a nice change compared to those.
Can't help but pitying him when I see that appreciative smile. This man's just the working equivalent of a service job in a supernatural war. Must go through it a lot. Quickly changes the topic before I can ask anything else.
Do you ever miss this? I mean, Halloween pizza parties and school costume parades. Do you ever wish you could go back and relive Halloween as a kid?
I've never really thought about it. I loved Halloween as a kid, though. Used to drag my parents trick-or-treating across 3 neighborhoods every year until I could go out by myself. Most years, it was so cold by the end of October that I had to wear a coat over my costume anyway. Somehow, that disappointment never overshadowed the fun and excitement of it all. Even now, the nostalgia of this decorated classroom fills me with a happy warmth. I move aside to avoid a passing child, even though I'm guessing they would pass right through me if we collided. I don't really want to test what would happen. So, do kids still have these parties at school these days?
Not much has changed. More costumes based on video games and memes these days, but everything else is the same.
That's reassuring. You said your job is to make sure children's memories of Halloween stay joyful.
So you were listening when I was talking earlier.
He's cute, but... That's it. Hey, I've been listening all along.
Fine, fine. I acknowledge you're being a good listener. You were pretty close to getting it right. People tend to selectively remember good times, even without my interference. You heard of rose-colored glasses, of course. And sure, there are a lot of crappy things that can happen to a kid on Halloween. Maybe you can catch a cold and can go on 1 year. Or it rains or snows. Maybe you can only get candy you hate or apples or healthy snacks.
I've definitely had my fair share of those years. Dentists and teachers are the worst offenders for healthy treats.
All those things are earth-shattering tragedies to a kid, so you expect them to overshadow your happy moments and leave a bad impression of Halloween overall, right?
Putting it all like that, kids really have it easy.
Put it simply, good memories have a lot of power. You remember how heavy your bag felt when you hauled it home, stuffed with candy, and how exciting it was to have a mountain of treats to sort out. You remember the thrill of I really need to do more
Vocalization exercises before starting this. Blah 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 blah. Ah. My bad. You remember the thrill of trick-or-treating without your parents for the first time and the freedom of staying out with your friends until curfew on Halloween night. So while I suppress the bad memories, I also make sure you don't lose the ones that make your childhood Halloween nights fun. I mull over his explanation for a moment, trying to think of an answer more genuine, respectful, and cool. This is all some elaborate dream. There's consistent logic, at least. I'm literally in my childhood classroom right now. My pajamas with that handsome ghost beside me. If it's not a dream, then a supernatural world exists. So I think about pinching myself to check. One of the drawings pinned on the board catches my eye and I gasp in delight. Jack raises a questioning eyebrow at me, but I've already crossed the small classroom, gesturing proudly to the piece in question. Look at this! I'm sure this one's mine! Jack leans in beside me to examine the drawing I pointed to amongst the other ones on the wall. There were drawings of Pumpkin Jack. I guess it was a class assignment.
Well, weren't you the little artist?
No, isn't as handsome's a real thing, though. Seemed to have caught him off guard with that comment. Suddenly self-aware of how close we are, he moves away a little.
Well, anyway, it might not be well known, but my name isn't spelled with a C, just J-A-K.
Can't help but laugh at his obvious attempt to change the subject. Doesn't seem to hate being flirted with, though. I'll keep that in mind for future fan art. Thanks.
What do you mean future fan art?
That moment a small voice pipes up from beside us.
Hey, mister.
We both look down to see a small girl in a pirate costume, gazing up at Jack with big bright eyes. She's grinning from ear to ear and I shoot Jack a panicked questioning glare, only to get a silent shrug in response. You're kidding, right? This girl can't see us. Maybe she can only see him.
I like your costume. Are you the Pumpkin King?
I am. That's a very nice pirate costume you're wearing.
I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate captain.
Stifle a snort laugh at the image of this tiny child scolding another worldly spirit. She notices me for the first time, her bright eyes analyzing me pensively.
Why are you in your pajamas? Are you dressed up as someone going to sleep?
My jaw practically drops and I glance at Jack, who smirks blithely at me in response. Before she can further win my dignity, the girl is promptly called away by her friends, but don't seem to notice her talking to strange adults in the classroom. I sense a slight relief in Jack at the turn of events. Without another word, he waves one gloved hand in a half-circle gesture, transporting us away. The children in the classroom disappear, and we're back in my living room. I thought you said no one could see us in spirit form. What was that?
Occasionally, there are some kids out there with supernatural sight.
They have what? And there was a kid like that in my kindergarten class back then. I don't remember anyone weird.
It's nothing that special. It's more common than you think. You know, the kids who have imaginary friends that sound a little too real. They're just able to see spirits and ghosts.
Oh. Well, that's terrifying. I never want to think about it again.
I'm usually warned about these cases in advance, but it looks like my paperwork was incomplete this time.
I'm going to rate this experience a 2 out of 5. Who's your manager? I'm filing a complaint.
Easy, Karen. I'm not sure you want to meet my manager.
I'm amused that he went along with the joke. They've got Karens in the ghost world too? That's depressing.
In any case, that sums up my time with you tonight, Gris.
Pauses for a moment as if considering what he's about to say next.
Take care with the other 2 visitors.
You can't just say that kind of thing without elaborating.
You'll see for yourself. I have to leave now, though.
Hope we can see each other again. Predictably, he flusters at their response.
If I'm ever visiting you again like this, that means I failed at my task here, so I hope there's no need for that.
I raise one eyebrow at that answer and he backtracks quickly.
Not because I don't want to see you again, I mean, it's not like that.
Can't hold back my grin anymore, and his brows furrow in frustration at the sight.
Stop enjoying this.
Can't help it. It's too fun. Tyson, I think I see that tiny scent of a smile taking in his lips.
Good night, Gris.
And just like that, I'm alone in my living room again. Wasn't so bad, I guess. It was weird seeing a glimpse of my childhood through the lens of an adult. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to be convinced that I can still enjoy Halloween now, though. I pulled down to the couch and absentmindedly look around the room. Jack didn't say when the next visitor would be here. Am I supposed to go to sleep? If this were a Christmas carol, I'd have a fancy grandfather clock ominously chiming to announce each arrival. But it's not. So I checked the time on my phone. Almost 1 a.m. Shaving a haircut 2 bits. Funny story. Where I'm from, that sound is an insult. Like, the whole shaving a haircut 2 bits thing is an insult. People honk it on their klaxon, on their horns, on their car horns, and it pretty much means go forget yourself. Looks like I didn't have to wait long after all. Whoever is knocking is clearly in good spirits. Haha, spirits. But knock was more like a song than I'm here. Cross the foyer and open the door directly this time without checking the peephole. It's not like I can avoid meeting them after all. The man standing on my doorstep is red like a scout in a hoodie and a clear plastic jacket. And his face lights up when he sees me. Oh, they didn't tell me there'd be someone so cute on my list today. I close the door. Wait! He faces through the closed door. There's barely any room between us in the entranceway, and I take a step back instinctively. Come on, don't be like that. Tell me you're as boring as that pumpkin cat. You just surprised me. You didn't strike me as a ghost. Interrupts me and closes the space between us, grabbing one of my hands before I can take another step back. Wait, his hand is solid? He just walked through my door after I closed it. Maybe I'm not a ghost. He raises my hand to his lips as if to kiss it. His strikingly crimson-colored eyes fixated on my face. I know I can put my hand away at any time, but his eyes have an almost hypnotizing grasp on me. Suddenly, my hand passes through his fingers as if they were just air, and drops to my side. Or maybe I am. He grins mischievously. How do you say that word? I really don't know how to say this. Kim Basinger? Basinger? He grins mischievously at me, while all I can do is shake myself out of my stunned silence. I hate to admit it, but that was kind of attractive. So, are you going to tell me your name before you continue hitting on me? What's the rush, Gris? We have plenty of time to get to know each other. Don't worry. Okay, this guy is completely different from Jack, making me a little concerned about what kind of wild card my third visitor will be. I'm Endo, the ghost of Halloween happiness, or hedonism if you prefer. You can spell hedonism without endo after all. That is incredibly cheesy. Alright, Mr. Endo Skeleton, what wisdom are you here to impart? I'm not here to impart anything. We're just gonna have fun here. He reaches into his pocket and hands me a wrapped lollipop. I eye it questioningly and the smile disappears from his face, replaced by a half frown, half pout. It's just candy, I promise. He looks a little disappointed in my hesitance. Still holds it out to me expectantly. Jack must have told you that I'm some kind of monster or something, huh? Stick in the mud prince doesn't know how to have a good time. Well, he didn't really. It's just common sense not to take food from strangers, isn't it? Especially when they're not humans. No offense. None taken. But I'm not here to hurt you, you know? And I'm not as boring as the other two either. I take the candy to appease him, but I'm still not planning to eat it. Endo is offended on my hesitancy to trust him. He doesn't show it. He snaps his fingers and the living room disappears. A blink and we've transported to... Ta-da! We're in the middle of a busy fairground. No, that's not right. It's the front lawn of a grand mansion. It certainly fooled me at first sight. There are carnival booths and prize wheels all over the grass along the wide driveway leading to the huge illuminated house on the hill. The low hum of carnival music plays in the background, accompanied by the chat of voices and sounds of the carnival games. Welcome to the Pumpkin Bash, Ravensville's grandest event! It's the biggest party in the city and everyone's invited. Ghosts, humans, spirits, you name it! You just need to be in the know to get in. You get a VIP access tonight because you're with me. I look around at the ethereal forms passing us by and lingering at the booths. Humans mingling with them, at least I think they're humans, doesn't perturb at all. For someone who apparently dislikes Halloween, you chose a very Halloween-loving town to move to, you know. Ravenville has all supernatural roots. I guess explains why I've met so many cute ghosts here so far. He used a small laugh at me at my attempt to flatter him. You'll have to try harder than that to get a blush out of me, Gris. I'm not Jack. Damn. Endo wraps an arm seriously. Endo wraps an arm around my shoulder to quickly move me out of the way of a huge lumberjack in my path. Maybe I wanted to stay there. Maybe I wanted to stay there. Maybe I wanted to stay there. The bearded giant didn't even seem to notice I was here. One more moment and I've been trampled for sure. Careful now. I know there's a lot to look at, but you're going to get swept away in this crowd. If the hungry vampire gets your hands on you, I'll never hear the end of it. And here I thought you were trying to get up close and personal. What? I like your style, Gris. Keep it up. Still not getting a lush out of me, but points for effort. Darn, I have to try harder. By the way, why are your hands so warm? I thought ghosts were supposed to be cold or something. Well, even if we call ourselves ghosts, we're technically better referred to as fairies or fairy spirits. Oh, I guess that explains your ears too. Thought it would be rude to ask. Yep, we're not technically humans. Enough of the boring lower questions though. You're my guest tonight, so enjoy yourself and let's check out the party. Wait, huh? Don't you have a job to do? This is my job! Your job is just to bring me to a party. Aren't you supposed to be teaching me some grand lesson or something? He sighs deeply and frowns at me, crossing his arms. You've got a supernatural carnival in front of you and you want to know about my job? Whatever holds your boat, I guess. Ask away. Who throws this party? My boss. It's his mansion on the hill, actually. Ravencourt Manor. He throws parties for every major holiday, but Halloween's the best one, obviously. Does he know you hang out here when you're supposed to be visiting people? What are you gonna snitch? What? Are you gonna snitch on me? Just wondering. He doesn't care as long as he gets results, which I'm exceptional at delivering, since everyone has a great time with me. Sounds like you have an amazing job. It's great, isn't it? May look like I'm slacking off, but I'm the spirit of Halloween hedonism, like I said. Where Jack preserves memories from childhood Halloween, I'm more involved with preserving the love of Halloween to adulthood. Tacky Halloween decor, costume parties, visiting pumpkin farms, all of that. So part of that is showing people you can have a good time on Halloween as an adult. And yes, just like clockwork. Am I still audible? Yes, I'm still audible. I think this is a little bit high. Let me lower it just a little bit. There we go. So part of this is showing people you can have a good time on Halloween as an adult? Exactly. Second thought, never mind. Let's just go have fun. Great! Let's check out the party then. Lead the way! We wander around, well, for a while, trying games at the different booths, each manned by a uniformed staff member donning a pumpkin head. Endo is skilled at keeping me entertained, enough that I don't have time to think about whether all of this is real or just a dream. Oh, I have such a conveniently fun job. May have been boasting earlier, but he really is enjoyable to be around. The staff seem to know him personally, and he doesn't stop there. Every so often, partygoers stop to greet him, spirits and costume humans alike. He's obviously a popular guy. He never keeps me waiting long, though, always apologetically brushing people off to tell them he's occupied before returning his attention to me. Guess despite his joking around, he takes his job seriously after all. We're watching some partygoers successfully bob for apples when a new voice calls over to Endo. A figure in a stuffed big costume walks up to us. How you been, Ann? Great party! The boss sure knows how to throw him. He does, doesn't he? His parties are the best. Who's this with you? The bear timidly gestures at me, a weirdo in pajamas. And as I shift my way, lips forming a knowing smile as he waits for me to respond. See that he's curious about how I'll answer. I'm being held hostage with 3 ghosts of Halloween. Oh, I've shocked the stranger into an awkward silence and I feel a little bad, but Enda just laughs. Don't mind, Gris. Here, I'm just working my duty as usual. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Were you two planning to enter the couple's costume contest? It's starting soon in the mansion. Oh, they're doing that again, huh? Yeah, you two could enter. I mean, you still have time before Grim needs... you say your name is Chris? I'm always down for some friendly competition. Think about it. I hope to see you guys there. The mysterious bear waves and saunters off, leaving Ando and I alone again. Turns to me with a grin, a mischief glinting in his crimson eyes. So how about it? Let's enter, just for fun. But we don't have costumes unless you plan to match my sleepwear. Pays me a little every time I remember I've been running around this party of spirits seeing folks and nothing more than my PJs. Ugh. Let me handle the costumes, I get just the thing. Endo winks at me in that effortlessly charming manner of his and snaps his fingers. What do you think? The first thing I see is Endo dressed like a hamburger, complete with an adorable olive beret. But I'm also keenly aware that I'm wearing something new over my pajamas. I look down to see myself dressed as a comically large drink cup. No way. Endo grins at me. Do you like it? We match! Did you base this off my childhood costume? I thought you might appreciate that. Hope it's not creepy or anything. I love it. I'm glad you like it! The drink costume was such a fun idea. Happy that someone else appreciates it. I will take a moment to survey the room he's teleported us to. We guess mingle while costumes waited. While costumer. My god. Okay, so the thing is that I'm reading too fast and I'm stumbling over my words. It doesn't help that I didn't do any warm-up exercises, but okay. Let's try again. I finally take a moment to survey the room he's teleported us to. A few guests mingle while costume waiters move between them, offering up drinks and cute-looking appetizers. The DJ in the corner is busy choosing from his set list, and there aren't many people dancing. Are we in the mansion? We are! We could have just walked up. It was like 10 steps away. What fun is that? Fair enough. I'm beginning to sense a theme with him. We'll stay for the judging, and then I have to take you home, Gris. Oh, yeah. That's right. I almost forgotten that this whole night has been about Jack. That's right. I had almost forgotten what this whole night has been about. Jack and Endo were both pretty nice, all things considered. I wonder what the third ghost will be like. Just then, I spot a familiar purple figure striding towards us. Hello, you two. So glad you decided to enter. You look great. We're ready to win, you know? I don't play games when there are prizes involved. What prizes? Oh, you forgot to tell Gris. The boss gives away a crate of his prize gala apples for the costume contest winners. Oh, nice. Endo can have those since he's so determined to win. I'm not a monster, of course I'll share them with you. Somehow. Gives me a mysterious smile, and I wonder what he means by that. We were interrupted by the sound of someone announcing that the costume entrance should head to the back of the room to be judged. Good luck, Endo and Gris. The judges examine our costumes with amusement. It's clear that they like Endo's handiwork, or maybe they just like Endo. While we wait for the results of the judging, he introduces me to the other guests that come up to greet him and compliment our costumes. I meet 3 vampires, a sorceress, and a plumber from down the street. I can't help but marvel at the variety of people Endo knows. You're the center of attention. Is it weird? No, I've just never had any friends who are social butterflies like you. Looks like he wants to say something but stops himself and just smiles. Hey, they're about to announce the winners. Let's go! He grabs my hands and leads me through the minor... He grabs my hand and leads me through the minor crowd that has gathered to see the silly couple costume entries. There are only a few entries, but they're not a match for Endo's handiwork, and the judges announce that we're the winners, much to the delight of the room. Congrats, Endo, although I'm sure you'll win every year. He doesn't! Endo's bear friends slip through the crowd just to join us. Hey, wait, don't... Endo never enters a couple's costume contest with anyone. I always tried to get him to, but this is the first time he's agreed. I can hear the amused delight in the bear's voice. Jeez, you need to tell Gris that. Endo, are you... Oh no, that's me. Endo, are you blushing? Shut up, I'm not. Turns his face away from me for a moment, but I've already seen it. Wow, Two rich sights in one day.
No thanks to you, Gris. Hope you had a good time. And that Graham isn't too mean to you.
Can you tell me more about this grim person? We're out of time, unfortunately. You'll have to meet him yourself.
That's too bad. Good night then, Gris.
Oh shoot, sorry, my bad. I bid goodnight to a friendly bear and Endo snaps his fingers. Just like that, we're back in front of my house. It's jarring standing on my porch as if nothing happened. No costumes, no crowd, no music, only the sound of crickets on an empty street. I actually feel a little sad that it's over. Moving to a new city alone with all of my friends. It's been lonely. Didn't want to admit it until now. Well, here we are. It's been a lot of fun, Gris. Hope you thought so too. But it's time to say goodbye. I had fun. You're not so bad. Well, you went from closing the door with me to enjoying our time together. What a turnaround. Admittedly, you're good at whatever it is you do. Thanks! But of course I am. Not very modest about it, though. Anyway, I'll make sure to get you your share of the gala apples. I hope you can trust Ghost enough now to eat them. Yell till you remember the Indian lollipop still in my pocket. Oh, right. Sorry about judging you for being non-human and all. That wasn't cool of me. It's all good. If you had fun tonight, I've succeeded. You should head inside now before Grim gets mad at me for keeping him waiting. Bye, Endo. Good night and happy Halloween, Gris. Watch him vanish into nothingness and then remember with a start that I'm outside of my locked house. Endo, what the hell? Try the doorknob anyway, but sure enough, it's definitely locked. Just like I left it. Should be relieved, of course, but this is pretty bad. Am I supposed to break into my own home on the first day of moving into the neighborhood? Maybe the third ghost shows up, before he can complete my thought, I hear the sound of the door unlocked from the other side. I'm somehow scared of being locked out. Step back, but the door opens to reveal no one there. Buzz around just like I left them though. Everything about this situation says, you're about to be murdered by a stranger. This night can get any weirder, can it? Timidly step into the foyer and scan the living room from the safety of the doorway. I'm met with the sight of a man so beautiful I accidentally gasped. He's seated nonchalantly on the couch, my couch, leaning back against the cushions, arms crossed. Doesn't look too happy in being kept waiting. That's for sure. One gold eyes boring to me from across the room. And it was kind of normal looking in his streetwear, and Jack was dressed a little fancier than that. This man is adorned head to toe in gilded clothes with matching gold jewelry and an epaulet. His flowing black cloak seems to shimmer in the dim light. I've never seen anything like it. The stranger rises from his spot and belatedly notices the peculiar object he's holding. A gleaming red scythe with matching gold accents. It all clicks at once. Graham. It's in the Grim Reaper. That's right. I forgot. That was the third ghost in the Christmas Carol. Just great. He hasn't said anything yet. And I begin to wonder if he's going to be silent the entire time like the spirit in that tale. That prediction is dashed when he mutters something quietly under his breath. Of all the houses we assigned to, really? He asks me coldly, and I can't help feeling a little offended. I mean, geez. Sorry I was late for this supernatural appointment. Blame Endo, not me. You here to kill me or collect my soul or something? He stares at me for a moment, his gaze so intense that I feel like he's looking right through me. What would possibly make you think that? He leans against his side as if to mock me, an arrogant smirk pulling at his lips. Consider my answer carefully. Wouldn't want to offend him like I did the others. Actually, maybe the best course of action here is just to change the topic entirely. Anyway, I was just taken aback with how pretty you are. What? No reaction? I guess he's a man of a few words. Are you really trying to flirt with me tonight? Okay, plan don't offend him has failed. Tell me, Gris, are you even really afraid of me? A sensible person would have started running at the first sight of a sight like this. For someone supposedly concerned with their safety, you spent long enough ogling me. Oh no, he noticed. Sorry, it was genuinely a compliment. He values my apology for a brief moment.
I don't know what reactions you expect to get from me, but please refrain and just let me do my job. I don't get paid to entertain your flirting.
Well, if you're not here to collect my soul, I assume you're here to show me Halloween future?
Grim simply nods.
He raises a hand and the living room fades away. I thought we'd be going, well, somewhere more interesting than this. No, it's just a street outside my house. Something is different, though. The lights are on almost in every house, even mine. The street is filled with children in costumes carrying small buckets and pillowcases filled with candy, laughter as they walk with friends and parents. Look at the other houses and see them all decorated, just as they were when I was outside this afternoon. Is this the future? It doesn't look so bad to me.
Observe. Halloween present.
Present? But I thought you were ghost of Halloween future. Looks at me contemplatively. I get the sense that I should shut up.
You've met Jack, the ghost of Halloween history, and Endo, the ghost of Halloween hedonism. As for myself, my role is to herald the future of holidays, Halloween included.
He was beside me, gesturing to the lively scene in front of us.
In the present, Halloween is thriving. Like other holidays which people deem to be capitalistic, materialistic events, Halloween has been saved from that perception.
I've got news for you.
When the perception shifts and there's a feel that corporations are just trying to sell you a holiday, people begin to become jaded with it. The decline of holiday accelerates. No more decorations, people turn off the lights, kids gradually stop seeing the point in going out. After all, no one's giving candy anymore. Eventually, there's no one celebrating at all. When that happens, people have nothing to look forward to anymore. Children lose another staple of their childhoods, and grow up without that important nostalgia. Jack fails at his job, no more parties for Antok to keep the spirit alive amongst adults. They grow into old age and have no interest in carrying on the tradition. A highly retired smith, yada yada, you get the point.
So, what do you want me to do about all this? Am I the key to stopping it? The chosen one? I look at him hopefully, but he avoids my gaze, eventually breaking into a laugh that he's obviously been struggling to hold in.
Damn it, I wasn't going to answer you, but that question was absurd. What? You think you're the main character of a game or something?
Rude, what if I am?
No, there's nothing to be done. Just here to foretell the future. I'm a herald of Halloween future.
So I can't actually change anything.
You're just one person, but you can change your own life if that's what you want. You can enjoy the holiday instead of staying miserable.
And what if I choose to stay miserable? He shrugs.
That's your choice. Just here to show you the future.
But I realized that we teleported back to my living room.
Well, that's about all.
You're kidding. That was so short. He frowns at me and I realize he's not kidding at all. I feel like this portion of the field trip is less useful to me, personally, than the other two parts. He just shrugs, completely unbothered by my complaints.
Take it up with someone else. I came, I did my job, I'm clocking out.
Isn't there something else you can show me, like my future, my soulmate, tomorrow's lottery numbers?
Do you want to see how you die?
What? No, I'm good, thanks.
Can't help you then.
And I finally seem to have an effect on him. He thinks for a moment, then speaks.
How about this? If you can guess the number that I'm thinking of between 1 and 10, I'll tell you some small but ultimately meaningless prediction about your insignificant life.
Ouch. I do got a deal. Saving! 69.
Nope, fortunate, but luck is not with you today.
Okay, let's try an actual number. 6.
That's right. Maybe I went too easy on you. You didn't cheat, did you?
No way, it was a lucky guess.
It was a lucky guess. I'll take your word for it. At any rate, I promised you a small prediction, so Tomorrow shall bring you glad tidings and an unexpected but pleasant surprise. Also stop jaywalking on foggy days. I'm had a prediction turned into a scolding. No, I must be off. You've seen all there is to see. It's up to you what you do with this information. At least I got to see your smile one more time. Got it. And with that, he vanishes. But instead of having time to process everything that just happened, I feel an overwhelming sense of exhaustion come over me. Barely have time to make it to the couch before my legs give way beneath me, my eyes fluttering shut as I give in to sleep. I open my eyes against the morning sunlight, groggily taking note of my surroundings while my brain wakes up. I'm still on the couch in my pajamas. The unpacked boxes are right where I left them yesterday, and there isn't a ghost in sight. I sit up and stretch lightly, feeling a strange soreness in my muscles that I can only attribute to my house-moving pains. Not like I can get a workout from a dream, no matter how crazy it is, right? The memories come flashing back to me. Sights, sounds, smells. It was fun, I admit. But did I enjoy the night because of my spectral company, or did I enjoy it because deep down inside, I still like Halloween after all? She brings a smile to my face, and by then, I've already decided, might as well hold on to the good Halloween vibes for at least another year. If I get bored of it, I'll get another visit next year, won't I? I get up and find one of my clothing boxes, looking for something to change into so I can head on to the store. In the process, something from me falls over my pajama pants. One wrapped lollipop. That's weird. I examine the candy carefully, but it looks normal enough. The mention with the human guest was real, I guess. It makes sense that this is too. Maybe a terrible idea, but I didn't wrap it and hesitantly put it in my mouth. Huh. Tastes like ordinary candy to me. Shrugged to myself, thinking nothing of it, as I grab my keys from the foyer and open the front door. Another unusual sight greets me on the porch. One basket of beautiful gala apples, within a fixed note reading, "Welcome to Ravenville," in a tiny heart. At this point I'm tempted to spit the lollipop out. Clearly, it's making me hallucinate. This is way too weird to be real. With the basket and glance down from the street at the other houses, just in case it was all been some elaborate prank someone set up to welcome me to the neighborhood. Maybe they're huddled nearby, watching my reaction. That would be far more likely than the alternative, which is that ghosts are real and time travel is possible. Teleportation exists. Well, if it is a prank, the culprit is nowhere in sight. It's just an old man into his garden a couple of doors down, a stray cat wandering across the street. Place the apples on the hallway cabinet and return to my task, leaving for the store. At least that'll get my mind off all this weirdness. I return with 2 bags full of Halloween decor and plenty of candy for the neighborhood kids. As I grab out the things of my car, my neighbors, the ones with the giant skeleton, open the door. Regularly drop everything I'm holding. Good morning. 3 hauntingly familiar strangers emerge from the house. The orange-haired man smiles, but there's a shyness to him. The elegant one gives me only a passing glance. It's the one in the black hoodie who greets me enthusiastically.
Hope you enjoyed the apples! Welcome to the neighborhood!
I'm not dreaming, right? Even though these 3 look just like them, they don't have the pointed ears or the face paint or the clothes. Endo, don't tease.
Wait, so it is you?
Jack gives me a warm smile. Why don't we help you decorate, Gris?
Is this the choice?
Yes!
And that's the story of my first Halloween in Ravenville. Okay, is there several endings? Let me check. Could I have... Oh! When did I get angry? No! I got angry! No! Oh. How many endings does this have? What was the name of the game? Halloween Scrooge. Yeah. Okay, apparently there's just a single ending, but hey, it's alright, it was a good game. I thought that I would have a chance to choose. Who would I have chosen? I think Endo. I'm not much for a very, you know, social people, but he fit my aesthetics the most. Man, I'm upset that I got, you know, just showing my face all the time in an angry position. Okay, next thing to do, I need to change the keys that I use in order to change my expressions. The ones that I had were useful at the beginning, but now they're starting to become a problem. Let me see. How long have I been... was I angry? I just need to know. Okay, Endo, I was okay. Oh, so I was just angry at the end. That's nice. Oh, it was from the moment when I started pressing numbers. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. All right. So, that was 2 games. Let me change. I think I have time for one more game. Let me see if I can find something short and sweet. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, we got our third game. I looked for a short one this time. This one is called Cupid's Kiss. There we go. So, most of the games that I found, well, there's a lot of yandere games. I was not surprised, to be honest. But I didn't feel like them. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to do anything longer than 45 minutes or so. And most of the ones that I could find were at least an hour. This one says it's a short comedy game that could be played in like 25 minutes or so. Hopefully it is what it says in the package, but it's also very highly rated, so let's see what it is. This game was made... Hold on, let me just give you the blurb. Okay, this is made by Mary Sue Games for the Visual Novel Jam of 2024. Let's go with a new game.
You really can't take a hint, can you?
And of course, we're removing voices. You really can't take a hint, can you? I look up from the coffee stain I'm dabbing. Excuse me? You heard me. That's the fourth time this week that an unnaturally beautiful stranger has dumped their coffee on you. But did you bother looking at their face? Fluttering your lashes? Making small talk? It's like you're trying to make my life harder. What the actual fuck? That's my line, dear. I'm not sure how long we have, so try to keep up. My name's Virgil, I'm a Cupid, and I'm at your service. Literally. 50 years of flawless work, rave reviews, not a single loveless on my watch. And then you... His finger gently taps me in the forehead. I pull all the stops, trapped in lifts, only one bed, reunited with childhood crushes, the works. At this point, your entire life is like an obnoxious rom-com. But it's like you don't notice or care. Whatever the case, I'm at my wit's end. I figured it's either this or admitting to HQ that I failed. And I'd rather be pulverized for rule breaking than give that condescending prick Valentine the satisfaction. Now tell me, what are we going to do about this little snafu? You're the reason I keep getting stuck in confined spaces with randos? Handsome randos. Creepy randos. I vetted them first, they weren't creeps. You knew that, I did not. Oh, I can say now how that might be upsetting. See, this is why this little chat is long overdue. What will it take for it to stop? What I need for you is to fall in love already. I'm not against it on principle. Then why haven't you fallen for anyone? Look, I can't move on to my next assignment until your stomach goes all aflutter. It's not just for me, I'm sure you've done with the trophy bullshit yourself. I'm begging you, it's been 3 months since I was assigned to you. Just to be clear, all those closet, lifts, basement, wine stalls, that was you. So you did notice. Kind of hard not to. Do you have fun playing with my life? Obviously not. Usually it's in and out. 1 or 2 throats, max. But with you, nothing was working, so I doubled down. I am sorry. I know it's been a lot. There's no harm in asking for help. I know! You'd think after my 50 years it'd get easier, but it hasn't. Wow, you're 50? You don't look a day old. Glad you reached out. I'm glad too, you make it palatable. Regardless, we're stuck together until we can get your dead heart beating again. And I'm sure you share my desire to get unstuck as soon as possible. Just because I'm alone doesn't mean it's a joyless life. Are you truly happy? I'm still working on loving myself. Up enough time enough energy without adding anyone else to the mix. Are you telling me HQ made a mistake? That's fair. Thank you. I think I might be able, and that will be enough to satisfy them. Can't wait to rub this on Valentine's nose. Finally free from each other then? It's been terrible not knowing you. 10 out of 10 would do it again. Likewise. I'm getting my own, thanks. Ah, I see. Okay, let's change a little bit. Submitting hard-heartedly takes? This point itself for a dumb crush. Hell, it's an enthusiastic snog. It should be falling in love, but the rules are positively medieval, and I'm past caring. Just pick anyone you're vaguely attracted to. And you'll be my wingman. Hilarious! Anyone? What about you? Me? I'm not sure I qualify. Darling, there's plenty of viable living candidates who would be thrilled to kiss you. Are you saying you wouldn't be thrilled? Of course I would. Would. I just don't think you're clear on the possibilities. Just pick a person, any person, I'll make it happen. What's the worst that could happen? He swallows and my heart thumps wildly in my chest. Why me? As Loveless gotta stick together, don't we? But if you really don't want to. Oh, I want to. I just think it's a terrible idea. Gee, you really know how to make a person feel wanted. I'm a few centuries out of practice. You're lovely. Really. I gently calm my fingers through the hair at the nape of his neck. He leans into me, putting his forehead to mine. Wonder if I'll miss it, the presence I never even knew that was there. Smile I've only just seen, but seems somehow familiar. Feels right. A lifetime later, the cruelest of fates, the most bruised of souls, falling in love for just a second and carrying it over a lifetime. How heartbreaking. Who are you? Oh, let's try. A lifetime later. The cruelest of fates, the most bruised of souls, falling in love for just 1 second and carrying it over a lifetime. How heartbreaking. Who are you? Emerus, god of love, sex, and everything in between. Tell me, child, would you give me your afterlife? Bring love to the hearts of those who yearn for it. Bring it on. I see why he likes you. Go on then. Hey, stranger. Yay, I became a Cupid and a smooch Virgil for all eternity. Okay, that was cute. And yes, that was a pretty short game. It was nice. Not wow, the biggest game, but I didn't hit anything else. I just wanted a lovely romantic game for this season. I usually go for something more along the lines of, you know, it's love, but it's twisted or something's fucked up. But I look for things like that, and most of the things that I find are yandere things that can get a little bit iffy if you're not careful. I'm going, like I said, today I was going through itch.io and just checking out everything that I have around to see what I can find that is not NSFW, you know, so that we can stay on TOS friendly terms. I think I gotta look a little bit more. I probably can find something else interesting for the next time. But for now, we played 3 games. That's more than usual. I think we'll leave it there. Today's a short one, but 3 games is not something to scoff at. Also, I did a little bit of cleaning up, and I think we're doing great. Getting back on track into the whole streaming thing. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming on Saturdays, but my usual thing is Wednesdays and Fridays. I might start on Sundays too, though. I'll check it out. for the time being, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll be seeing you later.